Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers for Nov 3rd through 14, 2025 reveal Audra Charles' awful secret and Jack Abbott panicking. These 2 weeks are going to be action-packed. These are the first 2 full weeks of November sweeps, and the LA story is going to hit its stride along with the AI story back in Genoa City. Let's dive right in. Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon Newman's world rocked. Monday, November 3rd, Sharon Newman cannot believe that she is staring at a not-so-dead Matt Clark, but he's pretending to be Mitch Bacall. So he plays dumb and says Sharon is confused. He's fully trying to gaslight her when she can see exactly who he is. Mitch has the bouncer block her from the shadow room, so Sharon runs to Nick Newman and tells him she saw evil Matt very much alive, but Nick doubts it. He watched Matt die right in front of him, but Sharon insists that Sienna's husband Mitch really is Matt Clark. And so Sharon now thinks that he went after Noah Newman to hurt her or her and Nick both, because Sienna said Mitch is the one who invited Noah to LA, and as a matter of fact, he's been there several times over the past few months, and they didn't know about it. Nick wants to see the guy face to face, so Sharon and Nick go back over to the shadow room, but the bouncer says Sienna and Mitch left, doesn't want to let them in. Sharon grills the bouncer about Noah to distract him while Nick sneaks inside. Why are spoilers? Sienna threatens Nick. And he asks Sienna about Matt Clark, but she legit does not seem to know that name, not one bit. Nick wants to see Mitch, but Sienna says he left already. Nick thinks Sienna's lying and hiding something about Noah, and Sienna threatens that if Nick keeps hassling her and getting aggressive, she will ban him from the shadow room for good. So Nick tells Sienna, "Tell Mitch I want to meet him." And after Nick goes, Mitch reappears. So Sienna says that was Noah's father. And Sienna also tells her hubby that Nick thinks he's some guy named Matt Clark. And, of course, he denies it. Nick tells Sharon he's going to sneak up on Mitch and take him by surprise. A night of passion and rising suspicions in Los Angeles. Holden Novak and Claire Grace Newman agreed they have no regrets for their wild night of nookie. Holden leaves early so Nikki Newman and Victoria Newman won't see him leaving her room, but only after Claire tackles him for round 2. After Holden goes, Claire does have a bit of guilt because Kyle Abbott sent a photo of him and Harrison Locke in Halloween costumes, and she was supposed to be in a matching outfit. Back in Genoa City, Kyle is boozing and thinking of Claire when Jack joins him to say he's sorry. He asked Kyle to leave LA, but he tells Jack that it's all Victor Newman's fault for plotting against Jabot. And Kyle thinks if he had never lied about what happened in France and with Audra, he'd still be with Claire. And he is quite worried about Holden and doesn't trust the guy with her. But Jack thinks Claire is smart enough to make good decisions. And Jack reminds Kyle that Claire is grieving her dad and dealing with a lot. But Kyle insists he needs to show Claire that Holden is a bad guy. Plus, Kyle thinks Sienna and Holden are hiding something. Young and the Restless spoilers, Claire needs clarity. Back in LA, Claire tells Victoria she doesn't know if she's figuring things out or just running from her problems, but Victoria thinks Claire is pressuring herself too much. And Victoria tells Claire that she does not have to be with Kyle to have Harrison in her life when Claire brings up the fact that she feels guilty for missing Halloween with Harrison. And it is true that Kyle does have Harrison as leverage, but he really shouldn't be using his kid that way. Young and the rest